All right, how we doing, folks? Welcome to the stream. I am Jimbo Dickens, and today we are continuing our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Double Elimination CPU tournament. Today is Losers Bracket, baby. We are going to see who will get up to, I believe it's round 6 in the Losers Bracket, because we have only gotten to the quarterfinals in the regular bracket, and then after that we are going to do our final stream where we do everything up into the final fight. So we got quite a few fights to get through today. Let's see how far we can get. Nope, we're not gonna do that. All right. So let's get right into it. So we'll go into Smash Classic, Random Battlefield, and up first we have Samus versus Link. Right next to each other in the order. I believe I can't remember which suit we went with for Samus. I think we're gonna go with this one just because it's fun. And then Link, I believe we went Fierce Deities Link. In the first round, at least qualifying round, Link was unable to get past Incineroar. And Samus, where did Samus get knocked out? Samus, I believe, was later. Yes, Samus was in round 2. Getting knocked out by Ganondorf with a upset of 0 stocks to 2. So Samus has some work to do. All right. So let's find out who will go up against Fox McCloud in Losers Bracket round 2. Let's go. All right, Kingdom Hearts Hollow Bastion. Samus getting the early damage, grabbing Link's bomb. Link disarming that super missile. But Link with some work to do. Getting a little bit of damage with that bomb, though hitting himself. Good. Boomerang. Samus with an excellent up A. Link now almost at 100%. Samus grabbing the bomb again. Link unable to detonate. Ooh, gets himself again. Both of them one good hit away from going flying. As I say that, Link down 1 stock. Samus finally getting their first stock of the tournament. Link with an excellent up B taking out Samus. Pretty even fight. Good hits by Link. Unsure as to why he threw that bomb there. Ooh, Samus almost getting hit by that bomb. Good dodge on the super missile. Good back air. Ooh, dangerously close to falling off there. Very close game. Mid-60s for both parties, though Samus going on a tear, unable to connect on that mid-air strike. Good combo by Link. Will it be enough? Not quite. And Link knocking out Samus. Samus is eliminated, becoming the first of many to be knocked out of this tournament. Well done, Link. Again, very similar damage-wise. Very well done. All right, so Samus only getting one stock the entire tournament. Unfortunately getting knocked out, but Link will move on to go up against Fox McCloud. All right, up next is Wario versus Ness. The boy wonder versus the greedy son of a you-know-what. The garlic man himself. All right, Wario. Versus Ness. I believe we went with... Which one did we do? I believe it was Bumblebee Ness. And then Wario... I think we went with Mario Wario. Yeah, we're gonna go Mario as Wario. All right. Wario versus Ness. The winner of this will go up against whoever wins Pyra versus Rosalina. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Pyra is actually one of the Mii fighters. Yeah, Mithra was first. So Pyra, I believe, is the Mii Brawler or Mii Gunner. It's been a minute since I've run this, so I'm gonna have to remember some stuff. All right, Ness versus Wario. Who will move on and who will be knocked out forever? All right. Both of them getting in some good early damage. Good block by Ness. Wario going in for the kill, but unable to succeed. Good block. Good combo, getting some solid damage. Ness now over 100 damage. Good block on that motorcycle. Excellent play by Ness. Curious how Wario was able to dodge that. Ness now toying with him with those PK Thunders. Ness opting to go for the recovery even though they didn't need it, but Wario able to get that first stock on Ness. But Wario one good hit away from getting knocked out, and there he goes. It is even on this last stock. Good block against the motorcycle rather. Ness loving to toy with them with those PK fires. Ness not taking, as I say that, he takes damage, but Wario has some ground to make up in this final stock. Good yo-yo smash. Wario losing a lot of the steam that they had coming into this fight. Ooh, whiff on the baseball bat. Couple of good PK fires. Good grab. Wario going to the edge. Ness again messing with him with that PK Thunder. Oh, Wario unable to get back now, well over 150. Ooh, good grab by Wario. But will it be enough? Now over 180. Oh my goodness, this is... And that's all she wrote for Wario. Ness moving on. Ness seems a little taken aback that he won. A little shocked. And I think the damage is going to be pretty, yeah, well over 100. It's over 150 damage difference. That's a fairly one-sided fight. Well done, Ness. All right, so Wario with 1 stock, Ness with 2 stocks. All right, so Pyra versus Rosalina. The winner of this will go up against Ness in the next round. Now, Pyra was the second to last. I believe it's... I might need to double check on which one. Yeah. So it was the Mii Gunner. Because Charizard became the Mii Brawler. Alright, I will be right back. Hang on. Sorry about that. We had a little glass emergency. Okay, so I believe it was Mii Gunner that Pyra became after stealing a spot from a well-deserved fighter because they tried to enter twice and they are one character. So it is Mii Gunner. Let me just double check. I want to be doubly sure. So this was... Yes, it was the Mii Gunner. All right. So Mii Gunner versus Rosalina. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we went red dress. All right. Rosalina had gone up against... Who was it? King K. Rool early on in the qualifying rounds, was knocked out quite early. And then Pyra, the number 6 seed, knocked out by 70 seed Isabel. Quite the upset. Will Pyra be knocked out without winning a fight? Or Pyra, rather. The Me Gunner. Let's find out. Me Gunner coming back with a vengeance. Getting that charge attack. Rosalina still trying to figure out what's going on. Good hit by Rosalina. Getting that charge attack and sniping Rosalina, knocking them back into the top corner. Rosalina now over 125 damage, in danger of being knocked out. Like I said, Me Gunner taking the first stock, Rosalina with some work to do. Me Gunner going on a tear, getting some good damage on Rosalina. Ooh, 2 excellent blocks by Rosalina. Well done. Getting that charge attack going. Will they be able to hit? Good play by Rosalina. Still unable to get a killing blow. Nearly at 150% on the Me Gunner. The Luma goes down. Rosalina able to dodge that air assault. Oh, but unable to dodge that up A. Me Gunner finally going down, but Rosalina over 100%. Lot of work to do. Almost missing the ledge. And with the spike, Me Gunner takes out Rosalina and Luma. Me Gunner will go up against Ness in the next round. Well done. Those soulless eyes. Yeah, significant differential on the damage. So that is going to be... Rosalina going from a top seed... no, it wasn't Rosalina. Never mind. Or at least a top seed in... Smash Wii U to being out within 2 fights. Truly upsetting. Up next is going to be Captain Falcon versus Bowser Jr. The winner of this fight will go on to face Joker. Bowser Jr. unfortunately getting knocked out by, I believe it was Isabel, or was it? No, it wasn't Isabel. By Pichu with a true upset, 2-0. And then Captain Falcon was knocked out by Cloud in the second round. Captain Falcon with a victory under their belt, however, still getting knocked out into loser's bracket. All right. Excuse me. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Versus Bowser Jr. And we go with Captain Fabulous. All right. So, next fight, we'll go on to face Joker. Let's find out who will be moving on and who will be eliminated for good.
3, 2, 1, go!
Bowser Jr. angry from getting knocked out immediately, going on an absolute tear against the captain. But the captain able to even things up very quickly. Bowser Jr. really relying on that. Oh my goodness, and Captain Falcon taking an early stock with the knee. As I was saying, Bowser Jr. really likes that clown car drop, but it's very unreliable, especially if they are below the platform, does not go through. But Bowser Jr. with some serious work to do after getting hit by that knee. Captain Falcon over 100% now. One good hit away. Bowser Jr. in danger of going down to 2 to in danger of not taking a stock, but they do. Good block by Captain Falcon. All right, Bowser Jr. angry, ready to win, trying their best, but will it be enough? Captain Falcon knocking them off the screen. Bowser Jr. footstooling them on the ground, but oh my god, 2 knees. Captain Falcon is an animal right now. Bowser Jr. getting knocked out in 2 fights. Unfortunate. You can tell that they are unseasoned based on the absolute upset. Captain Falcon, incredible fight. Not as one-sided as you might think, but based on the performance, that was quite one-sided. Bowser Jr. only getting 1 stock the entire tournament. All right. Captain Falcon will move on to face Joker. Up next is Zero Suit Samus versus the Ice Climbers. The winner of that fight will go on to face Bowser. Zero Suit Samus struggled in their fight. I forget who it was against. Excuse me. Where was it? Zero Suit Samus lost to Wolf in the round of 64. And Ice Climbers were knocked out by Mewtwo in the qualifying rounds. Neither of them truly an upset, but they definitely struggled against them. So let's go. All right, Zero Suit Samus. Oh wait, no, We're doing random battlefield. Zero Suit Samus versus the Ice Climbers.
Zero Suit Samus.
I think we went that skin. Where's Bowser Jr.? There's Bowser Jr. versus the Ice Climbers. Nana. Oh, nope. That was Zero Suit Samus versus the Ice Climbers, Nana and Popo. And I believe we also went with that one. So we got a couple green and yellow skins. All right. Winner of this fight will go up against Bowser. Loser will be eliminated forever. Ice Climbers out the gate. They are not to be trifled with right now. Zero Suit Samus up to 77%. Ice Climbers having taken no damage. Good God. Zero Suit Samus struggling hard. Finally some damage on the Ice Climbers. Zero Suit Samus unable to figure out what to do with these two fighters. All right, there's a little more damage. All right, Zero Suit Samus starting to figure... Whoa, never mind. I lied. Zero Suit Samus going down early. Ooh, Zero Suit Samus figuring out that if they go for one of them and separate them, they are less viable. Problem is, Zero Suit Samus is going for the wrong character. But they are able to take out one of them, giving them a slight advantage now because the recovery is significantly less. Good spike. Oh my goodness, that recovery is terrible. Ice Climber going down. But there is a significant damage difference. Zero Suit Samus needs a comeback. And as of right now, it is not looking good for Zero Suit Samus. Good strike. Ooh, excellent hit by the Ice Climbers through the floor. Both of them kind of gauging the other. Zero Suit Samus separating them. Zero Suit Samus giving it a run for their money. Those hammers are just so strong. Able to deal massive damage with very few hits. Oh, and Zero Suit Samus with an unfortunate choice going for that down air, or rather that down kick, but the Ice Climber is able to capitalize and knock her out of the tournament. And you can see on her face she was upset. Ice Climbers will be going up against Bowser. Interestingly, Zero Suit Samus getting more damage. Now, I wonder if that's because damage doesn't count towards the second Ice Climber. I don't remember how it works, but... let's see. All right, Ice Climbers moving on. Zero Suit Samus taken out of the tournament. Up next is going to be Dark Samus. All of the Samus variants in the losers bracket, and all of them so far knocked out. will it be the same for Dark Samus going up against Duck Hunt? The winner of this going to fight Byleth. Dark Samus lost to Lucina in the round of 64. And Duck Hunt, I believe, was knocked out in the qualifying rounds by Wii Fit Trainer. So. We have Dark Samus. And I believe we went with... we'll go with that one. I don't remember exactly. And then it's Duck Hunt, and we gotta go with the Dalmatian because that's my favorite. All right, winner of this going up against Byleth. Who will it be? Let's find out.
2, 1, go!
Dark Samus making things difficult for Duck Hunt early on, getting a lot of damage. Duck Hunt almost able to hit with that exploding canister, but Dark Samus able to block it. Good grab by Duck Hunt. Ooh, good play by Duck Hunt, getting that. Ooh, going for the spike and canister combo. Excellent combo by Dark Samus, getting that knock up and hitting them into the corner and knocking them out. Ooh, Duck Hunt able to get him with that canister when they were unsuspecting. Dark Samus over 170, well, at 175%. Getting knocked into the corner yet again, dodging the canister. But Duck Hunt, over 200 now with Dark Samus. Will they be able to take the stock? Yes, they will with the canister from below. Duck Hunt now 50 damage. Nope, never mind. Not 50 damage. Now over 83 damage, and Dark Samus only at 12. Lots of ground to make up in this last stock. Good clay pigeon toss. Dark Samus able to block those attacks. Unfortunately getting hit by the super missile. Good grab. Dark Samus, it's now pretty even with Dark Samus over 90% damage. And just like that, Duck Hunt back in the game, but unable to capitalize. Dark Samus getting a huge forward smash on them, and Duck Hunt is out of here. Unfortunately, Duck Hunt with more damage dealt, Dark Samus just has more killing potential. All right, up next is another cheating scandal participant. We have Ivysaur, which is actually going to be Sir Brown. Ivysaur trying to get their own spot, but Squirtle was the only Pokemon trainer that actually gets to compete. So we got Ivysaur / Sir Brown versus Mega Man. All right.
Start battle. Team Sword Fighter.
Versus, where is Duck Hunt? I do hate that a lot of the characters are covered up by this ready screen. Versus Mega Man.
Mega Man.
I believe we went with green Mega Man. Which one? We'll go with this one. All right. Winner of this will go up against Mithra or Dark Pit. Let's find out who will win. Sir Brown or Mega Man. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, Mega Man trolling Sir Brown, keeping him in the air, but Sir Brown finally able to dodge one of those attacks and get back on solid ground. Mega Man unable to make it back, Sir Brown taking the first stock. Sir Brown in serious danger of going down. Ooh, and Mega Man getting him with the uppercut. Sir Brown going for the off-stage play. Ooh, flaming sword in hand. Mega Man now over 100%. Sir Brown going for this absolutely filthy footstool off screen. Insane. Sir Brown going on. Very even damage, only 4% separating them. But that means that Sir Brown is going to move on and face the winner of our next fight. Mega Man, unfortunately, losing. Getting immediately knocked out of the competition. All right, up next we have Mithra versus Dark Pit. And I believe that this is the actual Mithra. Winner of this will go up against Sir Brown.
Start battle. Pyro.
And then we did... I think it was this one. I don't remember. I like this one. Versus Dark Pit. And I believe we went with Light Dark Pit. So let's find out who will go on to face Sir Brown in the next round. Let's go. Sizing each other up. Mithra taking the early lead. But we have shown time and time again that that does not matter. switching to Pyra. Dark Pit having trouble getting back to the stage. They're going... Oh my goodness, that recovery is insane. Dark Pit still unable to damage them. There we go. That is some damage on Pyra and Mythra. Switching back into Mythra, going in for the kill. Dark Pit really on the back foot, but getting some solid damage finally. Dark Pit very much struggling. Getting a good hit and sending Pyra, or rather Mythra, to the top of the screen. Needs a killing blow, switching into Pyra with a huge up A. Dark Pit is mad. Pyra and Mythra now over 100%, nearly over 120. Getting hit by that arrow. Dark Pit needs to put something together. As of right now, unable to. Now over 80%. Pyra and Mythra in range of a kill. Dark Pit needs to take a stock, and that is the first 2 stock of Loser's Bracket. Dark Pit, unfortunately, losing to Pyra and Mythra. And Pyra and Mythra will move on to face Sir Brown. Or actually, hold on, we didn't see damage. Significant. Twice as much. More than twice as much. Unfortunate upset. Though really not an upset, because Mythra is the 7th seed in this bracket. Up next is Simon Belmont versus Kirby. Winner of this will go up against Yoshi. Newcomer Simon going up against the Golden Boy. There he is.
Simon. Kirby.
Believe we went with that one versus Curbs. All right, let's get into it. Simon Belmont versus Kirby. Who will move on and who will be eliminated?
3, 2, 1, go!
On top of Silphco. Simon Belmont with an incredible reach. Kirby unable to close the gap. Excellent play, knowing that Kirby needs to dodge that axe and closing in to capitalize. But Kirby able to get a good knock on him. Simon Belmont getting taken out by Kirby. Incredible play by Kirby. Remembering that Simon Belmont does not have good recovery. Simon hitting Kirby with the axe. Kirby significantly in danger now. Dodging the axe. Or at least blocking it, rather. Will we see a repeat? No, we will not. Simon able to make it back. Oh, going for the filthy stone play. And Kirby two-stocking Simon Belmont. Two stocks in a row. And the Golden Boy moves on. Strikingly low damage totals for that fight. Well done, Kirby. All right. Up next is going to be Terry versus the Inkling. Inkling losing to... Who was it? Inkling losing to Zelda in the qualifying rounds. And Terry getting knocked out in, I believe, the round of 64. All right. Terry versus Inkling. All right, newcomer Terry getting knocked out early, or rather, I think they actually made it to the second round, but we'll find out. I believe we went with the Neo Geo. And then Inkling is here. I believe we went with that one. All right. Winner of this fight will go on to fight against the winner of Sonic versus Pit. Let's find out who will move on and who will be fully eliminated from the competition.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Inkling Girl going in for some early damage. Terry needing to step it up. Terry, a minute or so in, already over 100%. Good hit by Terry, knocking her off screen, but ooh, Terry now in the ground with his go attack, though. Someone needs to do something. Sizing each other up, both in KO. Oh, what a play by Inkling, knocking Terry to the top of the screen. Terry with a solid hit, knocking Inkling Girl to the corner. Inkling Girl now over 130%. Terry able to escape the trap. Terry able to make it back to the stage, throwing Inkling Girl off the edge. Will he succeed in knocking her out? No, not this time. There he goes, getting a stock. Little bit of ground to make up for Terry, but Inkling Girl potentially able to secure this victory if Terry is not successful. Good up air by Terry. And Terry coming back with a vengeance and taking the lead damage-wise. This is now an even fight, folks. Terry going on a tear. Get it? Anyway, bad jokes aside, Terry now in the lead. Inkling going for a huge hit. Oh, what a snipe. Incredible play by Inkling Girl, and Inkling Girl able to move on to the next round. Terry, unfortunately, knocked out of the competition. Incredible play. That was insane. All right. Up next we have Sonic versus Pit. Terry unfortunately getting knocked out. All right. Also, welcome to the stream, Herker. How we doing? Thank you for the follow. All right, Sonic, the number 2 seed, unfortunately getting knocked out early against 44 seed Pit. We will go... We'll do that one. I think we went with Sonic colors last time. Sonic versus Pit. Inkling Girl is over here. And we went with dark regular Pit. Excuse me. All right, winner of this will go up against Inkling Girl in the next round. Let's find out who will be moving on and who will be eliminated.
2, 1, go!
Good block by Pit there. Sonic is really struggling right now. Unable to connect with a lot of their attacks, but there they go, there they go. Good block by Sonic. Pit unable to connect with that heavy hit. Good grab, knocking Sonic to the top of the screen. Sonic now over 100%. Pit with a huge hit. Sonic on their back foot right now. Good hit by Sonic, but unable to capitalize. Ooh, Sonic taking the first hit, the first stock. Surprisingly, given Sonic's performance this fight so far. But Pit returns the favor. It is now even on the last stock. Who will move on? Sonic going in for a good headbutt. Pit strangely going off screen. Both of them able to make it. I think Pit was trying to bait Sonic and potentially take that stock. Very low damage. Ooh, good play by Sonic. Okay, okay. Going for the bait. Both of them able to get back, though. Very close final stock as opposed to the first one. Both of them love playing edge games. Oh, but Sonic gets the spring to hit him mid-air. Good throw by Sonic going off stage to try and get at him. Pit knocking Sonic to the very edge. Sonic trying to bait Pit off stage. But both of them with incredible recovery. Sonic now getting Pit over 150%. Incredible play. One good hit away. Very close fight here, but Sonic knocking Pit to the corner. Pit now 175 and Sonic able to capitalize on that high damage and move on. Pit is unfortunately eliminated. Very close fight despite that early start. Fairly close damage-wise as well, unsurprisingly so. But now we got Sonic moving on to the next round to face off against Inkling. Up next is going to be Bayonetta versus Lucas. The winner of this will go up against 12 seed Peach, who devastatingly was knocked out in a 2-stock in the round of 64. But that is for next round. Let's find out who will be going up against Peach. Will it be Bayonetta or Lucas? Yeah, we went with that one. And Dark Pit is up here. Lucas is over here. And Lucas, we used that outfit. All right, Bayonetta versus Lucas. Who will go up against number 12 seed Peach? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Lucas off to an early lead, but as we have shown, not always a deciding factor. We've had some incredible comebacks. Bayonetta just needs to get some damage off on Lucas. Lucas going for that PK Thunder. Finally, Bayonetta gets some damage. Knocking Lucas into her combo. 40 damage off the bat. Just like that, Bayonetta is back in it. Lucas with a huge hit, taking the first stock. Oh, Bayonetta with a huge uppercut. Lucas now over 100%. Good block by Bayonetta. That would have been detrimental to her. Lucas on the recovery. Good job. Now almost 150%. Bayonetta only at 12. Lucas needs to put something together to claim victory, or Bayonetta may have a chance to come back. Good hit by Lucas. Huge play. Great combo. Well done. Oh, knocking Bayonetta with that. Only a glancing blow, though. And now this is a scary position for Bayonetta to be in because she is now in danger of getting knocked out and getting two-stocked. And just like that, Bayonetta gets two-stocked. Lucas moving on. Well played, Lucas. The boy wonder moving on. This damage is going to be not as good as I thought it was. All right, only about 70 damage separating them. All right. Bayonetta with 0. Lucas with 2. A fairly large upset. 40 seeds separate them. All right, up next we have Pac-Man versus Sheik. Sheik, I believe, getting quite battered in their first fight. Able to take a stock, but Villager handily taking them out. And who? Pac-Man. Excuse me. Pac-Man was taken out in the second round, I believe. Yeah, taken out by Sora in the round of 64. All right, so it was Pac-Man versus Sheik. Pac-Man, we gotta have those oven mitts. And Sheik, I believe we went green Sheik. All right, who will be going up against either Banjo-Kazooie or Ken? Let's find out. Sheik has the advantage speed-wise, Pac-Man has the advantage utility-wise, but Sheik, her undoing was the fact that she did not have much in the way of killing blows, whereas Pac-Man does. Sheik getting those knives ready. Pac-Man, good damage. Sheik able to get a solid hit, but still not quite high enough damage-wise. Good grab by Pac-Man. Pac-Man predicting that attack and taking her off-screen. Good throw. Going for the troll play and throwing that hydrant down at her as she comes back to the stage. Ooh, almost getting her with that hydrant. Both of them nearly at 150 CC, 150%, but Sheik able to take the first stock. Now Sheik well over 150%, getting taken out by the hydrant. Well played by Pac-Man. Oh man, Pac-Man almost not making it back to the stage. Both of them fairly even on this second stock. Sheik looking for her opportunity, trying not to get taken by those utility items that Pac-Man is so used to using. Good block by Sheik. Very even match right now. Pac-Man now over 100. Sheik not far behind, but able to get him with that up A. Well played, Sheik. Pac-Man going out of the competition. Oven Mitts not able to save him. Well done, Sheik. All right, up next we have Banjo-Kazooie versus Ken. Winner of this will go on to face Sheik in the next round. Newcomers both to the circuit. Where is Banjo-Kazooie? There he is. Versus Ken. Where is Ken? There's Ken. All right, so we got Gruntilda, the Rare Bear Werebear, versus the Palette Swap. I don't remember which one we used. I think we'll go Green Gee. All right. Let's find out who will be going up against Sheik. Banjo and Kazooie versus Ken. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Starting out with a couple of grenade eggs. Good hit by Banjo and Kazooie. Ooh, again with the charge attack. Wow, very fast stock. Incredible. Banjo and Kazooie hitting hard as always. Ken still really unsure as to how to go about fighting these folks. Grenade egg blowing up in Ken's face. Ken knocking them off stage, trying to keep them there. Unable to, getting knocked back himself. Banjo and Kazooie going in for the kill. It's not enough. Ken able to make it back. Ken in danger of being two-stocked. Good block. Dodging that last charge attack. Banjo and Kazooie losing a stock. Ken no longer in danger of being two-stocked, but still at a significant disadvantage in this moment. Banjo and Kazooie following him off screen. Ken able to make it back, but throwing him off stage. Banjo and Kazooie move on to face Sheik. In the next round, the Rare Bear Werebear's run is not over, folks. Pretty significant damage differential there. Let's move on. 2 to Banjo and Kazooie, 1 to Ken. Up next is going to be Luigi versus Robin. The Green Menace versus the Spellcaster. Winner of this fight will go up against Daisy in the next round of Loser's Bracket. Let's find out who will go up against Daisy.
Start the battle. Luigi.
There it is. Versus Robin.
Robin.
I believe we went with that skin. And I believe we went Waluigi Luigi. So not really the Green Menace. Yeah, so winner of this fight will go up against Daisy. Who will it be? Will it be a Mario Derby or will it be Robin versus Daisy? On the Bridge of Eldin. Good shot by Robin. Both fighters fairly evenly matched at the moment. Good grab by Luigi. Great combo by Robin, knocking Luigi into the air. Ooh, good play by Robin. Luigi now over 100%, getting battered. Able to knock back Robin. Now Robin is over 100. Ooh, the torpedo. The green missile. Robin struggling for their life to come back to the stage, unable to secure that charge attack, siphoning health from Luigi. Luigi mistakenly jumping into that arc fire, losing first stock, but Robin is in danger of being knocked off and losing a stock as well. Good hit by Luigi. Toying with them, going for the off-screen spike. Unfortunately, Robin unable to make it back, and Luigi taking the stock. It is an even fight, folks. Oh my goodness, what a filthy play by Robin. Low damage KO Elwind spike. Well done, Robin. It will be Bird versus Flower in the next round. Luigi putting up a good fight, but unfortunately getting taken out of the competition. Robin moving on to the next round. Up next is a Pokemon Derby. We have to choose a Pokemon stage for this. We have Greninja versus Jigglypuff. All right, we are going to go... we'll just do somewhat neutral territory. We will do Pokemon Stadium. Where is Pokemon Stadium? There it is. All right. Pokemon Stadium for the Pokemon Derby.
Start the battle.
We have Greninja
Greninja.
versus Jigglypuff,
Jigglypuff.
the Harbinger of Death, with a cute little bow tie. And I believe we went Black Greninja. All right, Pokemon Derby underway. Who will be going up against the Wii Fit trainer in the next round? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Greninja getting Jigglypuff with the Water Shuriken. Jigglypuff able to get a couple pounds off. Ooh, excellent play by Greninja. Able to see that play coming. Jigglypuff going for rest and unfortunately paying the price. Not quite close enough to Greninja. High risk, high reward on that play, but unfortunately gaining the risk. Greninja able to dodge the rollout. Greninja with the substitute, getting Jigglypuff yet again. Good grab by Jigglypuff. Getting that down A, or that down air. Trying to get the kill on Greninja, but unable to. Knocking him to the edge of the screen. Good grab. Excellent shot, but still unable to get the kill. There we go, Jigglypuff finally getting the kill. Going for the rollout, able to connect, dealing some solid damage on Greninja. Greninja from below, water daggers, taking out Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is gone, and Greninja will go up against the Wii Fit trainer. Unfortunately, losing that stock to that rest might have made a difference if they hadn't. But let's Greninja with 2, Jigglypuff with 1. All right. Up next, we have Toon Link versus Chrom. The winner of this will go up against Diddy Kong, the number 9 seed. All right, we have Toon Link versus Chrom. Two sword fighters duking it out. Where is Toon Link? You would think I would know where more of these characters are. There it is. It was right next to me the entire time. Versus Chrom. And I believe we went classic. And we will go white on this one. All right, winner of this going up against Diddy Kong. Who will be victorious and who will be eliminated? Let's see.
3, 2, 1, go!
Toon Link off to an early start. Good hit by Chrom, but Chrom returning in kind. Good play by Link, blocking all those attacks and then hitting with the bomb, but unable to make it back to the stage. Chrom with an early stock. Chrom returning the bomb to sender. Good grab by Toon Link. Oh, but Chrom goes for the filthy spike, and before getting to 100%, Chrom taking the victory, and Toon Link is out of the running. But Toon Link looking like he could care less. Yeah. Very low scoring. Not the fastest fight we've had thus far, but still quite fast. All right, Chrom knocking out Toon Link. Despite the early lead. All right, up next we have Mario versus Piranha Plant. A tale as old as time. We got ourselves a Mario Derby. So let's find some somewhat neutral ground in the Mario universe. Neutral. Let's go, Mushroom Kingdom. We gotta. All right, Mario versus Piranha Plant. The figurehead versus the enemy. And I believe we went with Odyssey Mario, and we went with Poison Piranha Plant. I believe it was actually this one. All right, so winner of this will fight the winner of Pichu versus Richter Belmont. Let's find out who will move on. Will it be Mario or will it be the Piranha Plant? Let's go. The Mario Derby is underway.
3, 2, 1, go!
Both of them sizing each other up. Piranha Plant getting a good grab. Mario on the back foot currently. Oh, Piranha Plant able to connect with that. Good grab by Mario, but Piranha Plant able to chip damage as they're going down. Mario going for the off-screen play, able to make it back, both of them. Piranha Plant. Again, getting a little chip damage with their blades, leaves, whatever. Oh, but Piranha Plant able to take the first stock with a huge up A. Mario now significantly on the back foot. Charging up his flood. Good air. Good grab by the Piranha Plant with the follow-up air attack. Mario now in severe danger of being two-stocked. Ooh, going for the kill, unable to connect though. Mario now well over 100%, in severe danger of the two stock. One good hit will send either of these guys flying, and Mario, the figurehead, the mascot, going down to a two stock by the lowly Piranha Plant. I mean, those damage totals really tell a story. And that means Piranha Plant will be moving on, and Mario is eliminated from the competition. All right, up next is going to be Pichu versus Richter Belmont. Pichu getting knocked out in the second round, able to qualify, but unable to hold on. Richter, I believe, was knocked out in the first round, but was... And I believe we went with the headband on Pichu. And we will go purple. Forgive me, I have to have a little bite of food real quick before we get into that fight. All right, Pichu versus Richter Belmont. Who will move on and who will be eliminated? The winner of this going up against the Piranha Plant.
3, 2, 1, go! Go!
Pichu off to an early lead, but the problem with Pichu is Pichu will take damage every time they use their electric attack. So the more they use it, the more damage they take. Richter now over 100 and immediately knocked off. Well done, Pichu. Richter with some ground to make up. Good block by Pichu. Good grab, getting that damage on Richter. Good block. Pichu again grabbing Richter and throwing him off. Going for the spike. Richter unable to get back, and Pichu with a 2-stock. That is now 3 2-stocks in a row. Incredible play by Pichu. That might be the fastest fight we've had. No, not quite, but still very fast. Pichu, an absolute menace. Richter only getting 41 damage off. Insane play by Pichu. If things go a certain way, we may have Pichu versus Pikachu. All right, up next we have Roy versus Lucario. The winner of this fight will go on to face Pikachu, with the potential for another Pokemon derby. All right, let's find out first. All right, we got Roy, the Flaming Sword, versus Lucario. I believe we went purple. We will go green. Why not? At this point, I don't remember which ones I used because this was so long ago. All right. Let's find out who will be going up against Pikachu in the next round. Roy versus Lucario. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Huge hit by Roy right off the bat, but Lucario returning in kind, sending him flying into the base of the stage. Lucario with the unique ability, the more damage they take, up to 150%, the stronger their attacks get. So Roy having to be very strategic with when he takes out Lucario. A well-placed counter could be very crucial for Roy. Lucario going for the spike, unable to connect. Huge damage output at this point. Roy going for the kill, getting the up. Lucario sending Roy to the top of the screen, but Roy able to take out Lucario. All right, Roy over 120. Lucario only at 20%. Lucario charging up their Aura Sphere, missing on the Aura Sphere. Going for the kill off stage. Lucario playing the edge game, but backfiring, and Roy takes yet another 2-stock. That is 4 in a row, folks. And I believe, I may be wrong, but I think Lucario went down to a 2-stock last time. Yeah, Lucario, the first character to not get a single stock in the entire fight. Unfortunate run there by Lucario. Very different damages. Roy will move on to face off against Pikachu. All right, up next we have Ryu versus Marth. Where is he? There he is. That's Lucina. All right. The White Knight versus Goku Ryu. The Brawler versus the Swordmaster. Who will be moving on and who will end their run? Let's find out.
Three, two, one, go!
Both of them sizing each other up. Good uppercut by Ryu. Good throw. Ryu starting to move a little away from Marth. Marth needs to do something to come back. Good up jab. Ryu coming through from below. Marth getting the counter, but Ryu able to move out of the way. Good uppercut, nearly knocking Marth out. Good positioning on Marth, getting just the tip of their blade. But Ryu taking the first stock, but Marth in a position to take one right back. Marth realizing their mistake last time, jumping over that Shoryuken. Going for the down slash to prevent the recovery, but Ryu able to make it back. Huge kick by Ryu. Ryu now over 150%. Marth really needing to capitalize on that high damage. But Marth also over 100% now, and Ryu within striking distance of our 5th 2-stock in a row. And there we have it, folks. 5 2-stocks in a row. Ryu moving on to the next round. Incredible. Nearly twice the damage dealt. I mean, this is insane. Someone needs to get a stock off. Excuse me. Marth, unfortunately, getting knocked out of the competition. All right, up next, we have the final Link, Young Link, versus the heel Incineroar. Yeah, I can hear your boos already. All right. Wait, we're not reporting scores yet. Let's go. and we go reverse pallet Incineroar. All right, folks, this is the last fight of this round. Incineroar versus Young Link. Who will go up against Ryu, the Super Saiyan? Let's go. Young Link getting knocked out by Ganondorf last fight. I believe it was a 2-stock. So Link with something, Young Link with something to prove. But Incineroar able to deal massive damage. And just like that, Young Link is going down first. Will Young Link break the streak of 2-stocks? Yes, he will. The curse has been lifted. But Incineroar just dipping back into the well of rope. Is it rope-a-dope? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's bad for whoever is on the receiving end of that. Good combo by Young Link. And this is now back to an even fight, roughly. And I say that, and Young Link is now 50% down. And there we go, Incineroar able to knock out the final link in the chain. Young Link knocked out, Incineroar the heel, moving on. But finally we have a break from the 2-stocks. Loser finally able to take a stock. All right, that is it for the first round. We will move on the next round of eliminations. We have oh wait, never mind, Link moved on. This is the final link in the chain. Fox versus Link. Two OGs duking it out to see who will go up against the people's champ, Little Mac. The Guardian of the Galaxy versus the Fierce Deity. Let's go. Oh, Fox getting absolutely tossed around. Fox returning the damage dealt. Even stock right now. Oh my goodness, what a filthy play by Link, but Fox able to make it back. Disrupting that dash attack. Yet again, oh my gosh. Link is playing dirty. Fox learning from their mistakes and reflecting that projectile, but unfortunately losing a stock, but it is not over. Link over 75%. Fox with the footstool taking a stock from Link. Well played, and it is even 0-0, 12-0 on this last stock. Both of them showing their veteran expertise in this fight. Neither one, giving an inch in this fight. Both wanting to prove that they should not be in loser's bracket right now. Both of them just keeping pace with each other. And that is it, folks. Link will move on. The fierce deity will go up against the people's champ. Fox unfortunately knocked out of this tournament. And you can see Link had just the most damage. 120% more. But Fox able to do enough to get those stocks. All right, Link will move on. Up next is going to be Ness versus the Me Gunner. Though it says Pyra, it is actually Me Gunner. Because as stated before, Pyra and Mithra, along with the Pokemon trainer, getting more than one entry because they are multiple characters and they have abdicated their spots to the Me team. So we have Ness versus Me Gunner. The winner of this will go up against 5-seed Rob. R to the O to the B. Let's find out who will be moving on. Ness going for the edge guard with that yo-yo. Missing on the baseball bat, but no matter. The Me Gunner charging up that charge attack. Going for the spike. Unable to succeed. Ness able to make it back. Unfortunately missing. On the PK Fire. Getting blocked by the platform. Able to dodge that barrage of attacks. Ness, unfortunately... Oh, what a huge play by Ness, but unfortunately getting stuffed by that block. Ness losing a stock. The Me Gunner taking the lead. Ness has proven that they are not to be trifled with. They can deal massive damage, have great combos, and also have the chance to reduce their damage taken by consuming projectiles, which is not what the Me Gunner needs. As I was talking, the Me Gunner going down to a big hit. Ness going off stage, and the Me Gunner unfortunately preventing Ness from coming back but actually saving him by hitting him yet again. Incredible play by Ness. Absolutely astonishing they were able to make it back. Ooh, going for the PK pulse. Ness going in for the kill. Unable to capitalize. Getting knocked back. This is a bad situation for Ness. Able to make it back. But Ness able to knock out Me Gunner with a neutral air. Well done, Ness. The Bumblebee will continue. Well done, Ness. Unfortunately, the Me Gunner's run is over. All right, up next is Joker versus Captain Falcon. The winner of this will go on to face the Dirty Doctor himself, Dr. Mario. Joker, the 14 seed, going up against 46 seed Captain Falcon. Versus Captain Falcon. All right. All right, let's find out who will go up against the Dirty Doctor. Joker versus Captain Falcon. Let's find out.
Three, two, one, go!
Good block by Captain Falcon. Going for the up kick. Joker dodging that dash uppercut. Oh, Captain Falcon with the knee mid-air. Unfortunately, not quite high enough damage for Joker to go off screen. Joker now invoking their persona, meaning they deal significantly more damage and have more recovery. Captain Falcon going for the stomp, the footstool, spike, whatever it is. And Joker losing their persona. Captain Falcon able to make it back onto the stage. Going for the spike yet again, missing, but taking out Joker with a good punch. Joker with an excellent combo, knocking Captain Falcon into the sky. Ooh, good block by Joker. Joker needing to put something together because they have Captain Falcon at over 100%. But Captain Falcon able to get back on stage after getting knocked into it. Joker really not capitalizing on their persona being on screen. And Captain Falcon with a 2-stock against Joker. Joker getting knocked out of curiosity. Joker. Where was Joker? Okay. Joker did get a stock in their previous fight. But yeah, Joker struggling throughout this entire competition. Captain Falcon continuing their run, going up against the Dirty Doctor. All right, up next is going to be Bowser versus the Ice Climbers Nana and Popo.
Start battle. Bowser.
Neighbors on the character select screen. All right, who will continue? Both of these characters introduced in Melee, but who will make it to the next round? Let's find out.
Three, two, one, go!
Both of these characters able to dole out massive damage, and Bowser going with an early stock against the Ice Climbers, showing them why he is the king of the Koopas. He is used to people with hammers. He is not afraid. It is fire versus ice right now. The Ice Climbers needing to capitalize, get a stock on Bowser, otherwise they are in danger. Good hit. Ice Climbers, despite their early stock loss, putting on a clinic against Bowser right now. Excellent play by the Ice Climbers, putting Bowser on his back foot, needing to do something. What started off seeming like an insurmountable obstacle has now become a very even fight. Bowser whiffing on so many attacks, needing to connect with something. Ooh, great block by the Ice Climbers, despite that being an incredible down B by Bowser. Perfectly timed just below the platform, and now Bowser has isolated one Ice Climber, and this is not good for that Ice Climber. They need to connect, otherwise it is game over for them. Both of them one hit away, and the Ice Climbers do it. They knock out Bowser. Incredible. Despite the disadvantage, they will move on to face off against Falco. Well done. What a comeback. One of the highest damaging fights we've seen so far. Incredible. Well done, Ice Climbers. All right, up next we have Byleth versus Dark Samus. Winner of this will go up against Mewtwo. Where? Versus Dark Samus. All right, Byleth versus Dark Samus. Let's see who is victorious, and we'll fight Mewtwo in the next round. Let's go.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh my goodness, Samus self-destructing within seconds of the fight starting. Byleth now at a significant advantage. Oh, unfortunately missing on that big hit. Dark Samus really suffering from that early self-destruct. Again, missing on that big hit. Dark Samus on the ropes right now. Needing to put something together, and Byleth knocking out Dark Samus in what feels like one of the fastest fights.
No hesitation.
Incredible two-stock by Byleth. Unfortunate for Dark Samus. Not quite the fastest, but very quick. Yeah, Dark Samus only able to do 180 damage. 80 damage. Dark Samus getting knocked out of the running. Up next is going to be the Sir Brown versus... We got a Mii Fighter Derby. Right? Yeah, we got... we got Sir Brown versus the Mii Brawler. Or wait, no. No, this is not a Mii Fighter Derby. This is actually Mythra. Okay. We got Sir Brown
Sword fighter.
versus Mythra.
Pyra.
All right. Sir Brown versus Pyra and Mythra. Let's find out who will go up against Squirtle / Pokemon Trainer.
3, 2, 1, go!
With a barrage flurry of attacks. Sir Brown is now at over 50%. Mythra not quite that close. Yet again with that flurry of blows. Sir Brown falling for it every time. Now I'm switching to Pyra, going for that heavy-duty attacks. Pyra taking the first stock. Sir Brown countering with a couple of hits of his own, but still not quite enough. Good hit by Sir Brown, getting Mythra up to 85%. Switching to Pyra, now back to Mythra. Sir Brown able to make it back. Oh, but Mithra unable to make it back on stage. It is now a one-stock game with advantage Pyra and Mithra. Sir Brown over 100%. This could end at any second for Sir Brown. Pyra still at 0% on this second stock. So Sir Brown going for... Oh my god! Sir Brown able to spike Pyra at low percent and take them out. Sir Brown will be going up against Squirtle in the next fight. An absolute upset. Pyra and Mithra leading the entire fight, and then Sir Brown with one play spikes them for victory. Truly one-sided fight, but Sir Brown able to capitalize on a vulnerable moment. Incredible play. All right, up next we have Yoshi versus Kirby. The winner of this will go on to face King K. Rool, King Midas himself. Let's find out. The Golden Boy versus the Sidekick. OGs going at it. All right. Yoshi versus Kirby, winner going on to face King Midas. Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Both of them sizing each other up, no one willing to give an inch. Yoshi with a slight advantage damage-wise. That can disappear in an instant. Kirby going for the up B attacks, succeeding to connect on one. Yoshi sensing the pattern and able to block. And Yoshi with a huge up air knocking out Kirby. And I think that is the first time Kirby has ever successfully stolen the abilities of an opponent. Knocking Yoshi to the top of the screen. Yoshi coming down with force. Yoshi knocking the Yoshi out of Kirby, but Kirby able to take Yoshi out. It is now a fairly even stock. Kirby able to block one of those strikes, but Yoshi hitting on the second. Yoshi is starting to run away with this last stock, only taking 10 damage as opposed to the 92 of Kirby. Kirby now over 100. Yoshi going in for the kill, and he gets it. Yoshi knocking out the Golden Boy. A welcome change of luck for Yoshi after a couple upsetting fights earlier on. All right. Yoshi will be going up against King K. Rool, the Reptile Rumble. Up next is going to be Inkling versus Sonic. Couple relative newcomers.
Start the battle. Inkling. Sonic.
All right, Inkling versus Sonic. The winner of this will go up against Shulk. All right, let's find out who will be moving on and who will be eliminated for good. Sonic, the obvious favorite, being the 2 seed, but Inkling Girl has shown that she is capable of some nasty plays. Good hit by Sonic. Good grab. Sonic able to dodge the incoming attack as he lands. Ooh, excellent combo by Sonic. Unable to get the KO, but still solid damage on his behalf. Inkling charging up their ink gun. Inkling going for the edge play, but Sonic able to take the first stock on Inkling with only 66 damage done to him. But then Inkling returns in kind. Well done by Inkling. I do enjoy when these fighters just run back and forth beneath another character. Good play by Inkling. Able to get Sonic out of his spin ball. Good hit by Inkling. Unable to get the combo, though. And Sonic taking the win. Inkling, unfortunately, out of the competition. And Sonic will move on to go up against Shulk. All right, up next is Peach versus Lucas. Quite the difference in seed position. Peach, the number 12 seed, Lucas, the number 63 seed. However, Peach falling to a brutal upset in the second round. Lucas able to fight his way here by beating Bayonetta. Let's find out who will go up against Ganondorf, the king of the Gerudo.
Start the battle. Lucas.
All right. Let's find out who will go up against Ganondorf in the next round.
Three, two, one, go!
And Peach already on the ropes in this fight. Lucas with a significant damage advantage. And Lucas immediately taking his first stock. Peach needs to step it up, really not showing why she is the 12th seed. All right, Peach showing a little bit of competence here. And she's finally starting to lock in. Lucas going for the edge play. Ooh, Peach going for the cruel play. Peach able to get a stock off on Lucas, but a lot of work to do. 90-something damage. Oh, and Lucas with a huge hit. What a combo by Lucas. Oh my goodness. Lucas hitting Peach with the PK Lightning, PK Thunder, then hitting her with the sequential PK Thunder Fallout, whatever it is, and then hitting her with a huge up A. What a combo by Lucas. Insane play. And quite the upset. Lucas will now go up against Ganondorf. Up next is Sheik versus Banjo and Kazooie. The Ninja Maiden versus the Rare Bear Werebear.
Banjo and Kazooie.
All right. Two green combatants going up against each other. Who will be victorious and go up against, I believe it's the Wii Brawler in the next round. Oop. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, Sheik using Banjo and Kazooie's own grenade against them. Oh, what a play. Hitting them with the blue egg and then knocking them into the grenade. Unfortunately getting hit by their own grenade egg. Yet again getting hit by their own grenade egg. They need to step up their game. But they're able to get the stock on Sheik nonetheless with a flying punch. Sheik potentially able to take a stock here. Good hit by the golden dash. Sheik sending them to the edge of the screen. Oh, hitting the grenade as they do their slam, and Banjo and Kazooie two stocking Sheik. Sheik's run is over, and the Rare Bear Werebear's reign of terror continues. Huge differential in damage. Banjo and Kazooie will go up against the Mii Brawler. Alright, up next we have Daisy versus Robin. The flower versus the bird. Alright, I will be right back. Give me one moment. All right, I am back. So we have Daisy versus Robin. Oh my god, where is Robin? It's gotta be like right next to where I am. There it is. And I think it was this one. All right. The flower versus the bird. Let's find out who will move on to face Meta Knight in the next round.
Three, two, one, go!
I think this is our first time seeing the Minecraft stage so far in this tournament. Daisy off to a little early lead, but that is closing very quickly. Getting them with the hip check. Robin with an excellent up slash. Almost getting hit by the frying pan, unable to connect with that. Good block on the hip check. Sent to the edge of the screen, able to make it back. Trying to siphon some damage. Nearly above 150. Daisy able to dodge that Arc Thunder. Robin siphoning off some health. But Daisy able to pick up the sword and hit Robin with it, sending her to the top of the screen. going for the counter, unable to connect, but Robin able to connect with that arc fire. Great play by Robin. Daisy losing the first stock. But Robin is in a very dangerous place with 171. No longer 138. What a incredible heal. Daisy really going for the counter, but not connecting on any of them. There, I say that, I am immediately corrected. Man, Daisy is falling for that arc fire every time, but able to float above the arc thunder. Striking from below the stage. Daisy going for the spike, unfortunately unable to connect. Throwing that turnip. Robin going for a couple of juggles. Daisy connecting on that last hit, sending her up to the top of the screen. Dodging the arc fire. Dodging it again, learning from her mistakes. Going for the hip check, but not connecting. Getting hit by the Arc Thunder, but not. Going for the spike. Doesn't quite get the spike, but sends them to the edge of the screen. But Robin able to connect and take the victory over Daisy.
I've got your back.
Daisy probably dealt more damage, I think. Yeah. But again, sometimes you just need those good hits. All right, that means that Robin will move on to face off against Meta Knight. And Daisy is done. That means we are now to Wii Fit Trainer versus Greninja. The winner of this fight will go up against the number 3 seed Snake.
Stop battle. Wii Fit Trainer.
Versus Ninja. I believe we went yellow. All right. Only a few more fights left in this round. We are whittling down
3, 2,
our combatants.
1, go!
Wii Fit Trainer has proven that they can be very frustrating to fight against with a lot of options to recover health, put a wall of projectiles on screen. But Greninja has excellent speed, though Wii Fit Trainer able to dodge that up smash. Not quite positioned correctly, but oh my goodness, sending Greninja flying early in this fight. Greninja now a stock down. Wii Fit Trainer at 80% now. Greninja needing a solid hit. There we go, Greninja getting the stock back. It is not over yet, folks. Again, Wii Fit Trainer going for the healing move as they come in with no damage taken. Going for the edge play there. Greninja getting hit by the volleyball. Greninja now in real danger here. But going for the combo. Wii Fit Trainer able to make it back though. Good grab by Greninja. Wii Fit Trainer able to heal some of that damage they've taken. And Wii Fit Trainer hitting them with a Sun Salutation. Greninja going for the counter but unable. Oh my goodness, hitting her with her own volleyball. And Wii Fit Trainer once again taking the victory.
With a strong base.
Greninja unfortunately being kicked out of the competition after 2 losses. Still a fairly even fight though. Greninja with 1. Wii Fit Trainer will go on to face Solid Snake. Alright, next fight we have Diddy Kong versus Chrom. Potential for an upset here. Diddy Kong, the number 9 seed. Chrom only the number 62 seed. Though, Chrom was able to 2-stock Toon Link. Will they be able to continue that run?
Start battle. Diddy Kong. Wrong.
We went with Daisy, Diddy. I don't remember which one we did. I think it was white, whatever. All right. Diddy Kong versus Chrom. The winner of this will go up against Lucina. Will we have ourselves a Fire Emblem derby?
Three, two, one, go!
Good fight so far, fairly even. Diddy Kong with a slight disadvantage. Oh, but Chrom knocking him to the edge of the screen. Good hit by Chrom. Chrom taking out Diddy Kong. Chrom only at 55 damage. But Diddy Kong with a score to settle. Diddy Kong playing a bit of a keep away. Trying to keep distance away from Chrom because he knows if he can do that, he can chip away because Chrom only does well up close. And Chrom continuing his string of 2 stocks, Diddy Kong going down, and we have ourselves a Fire Emblem derby in the next round. What an upset. Incredible differential on damage. Nearly 3 times more damage on Chrom's behalf. The White Knight continues his run. we now have Piranha Plant versus Pichu.
Start battle.
Both of these combatants have proven that they can do very well.
Pichu.
All right, who will be going up against Corrin in the next round? Let's find out.
Three, two, one, go.
Piranha Plant. Ooh, going for that stretch attack, but Pichu able to deal some solid damage on them. Pichu with a spike. Oh my goodness, both of them able to make it back, but Pichu fighting for honor right now, going for filthy strategies. Pichu sent flying to the top of the screen. Oh, but Piranha Plant able to get through that attack and take out Pichu. Pichu needing to take a stock here. Piranha Plant now at over 150%. The longer Pichu keeps them on screen, the more damage that they will take. Pichu faltering. Piranha Plant going for another 2 stock in a row. And their second in a row as well. But Pichu potentially not quite with enough. Pichu knowing that they need to get out of there. And Piranha Plant two stocks in a row in multiple ways, and Piranha Plant showing that just a callback to the last fight, showing what a character they are with that grin on their face. My goodness. Corrin and Piranha Plant really showing that they could potentially be some forces to be reckoned with. Pichu holding their own damage-wise, but not able to take any stocks. All right, up next is Roy versus Pikachu. The winner of this fight will go up against Villager the Menace. All right. We go from Pichu to Pikachu. And we go to Roy. And folks, you know what time it is. It's party time. All right, Pikachu versus Roy. Winner of this fight will go on to face Villager.
3, 2, 1, go.
Pikachu able to dodge that up attack. Good grab by Pikachu. Timing their attack well to avoid that counter. Roy able to make it back to the stage. Pikachu really toying with Roy at this point. Trying to get into Roy's head. Coming after them as they go off screen. Ooh, not accounting for that second hit on that down slash. Pikachu really needs to do some work. They have Roy at 150%, but unable to capitalize on that damage. Roy now over 170. Pikachu sending him to the opposite side of the stage and going for the spike and taking him out. Excellent play by Pikachu. Excellent neutral air, getting some solid damage off on Roy. Roy now over 50%. Roy in danger of going back-to-back two stocks, but in opposite outcomes. Getting him on the recovery. Roy almost now over 100%. Pikachu going in for the kill. Will they succeed? Roy knocking him to the opposite side of the screen. Oh, and Roy avoiding the two stock, but a lot of work to do with Roy over 120%, in serious danger of being knocked out at any point. Good block by Roy. But Pikachu getting him with the Thunder. Roy now over 150%. Pikachu still at 0 on this new stock. And Pikachu putting on a clinic and taking out Roy. Roy is no more. And Pikachu will move on to face off against the Villager the next round. Absurd difference in damage. All right, we got ourselves a couple of brawlers coming your way. We have Ryu versus Incineroar.
Stop battle. Ryu. Incineroar.
Got ourselves a little UFC cage match, and I think what we have to do is we have to put them in some sort of martial arts ring. Where is it? Here it is. We gotta put them in the ring.
Stop battle. Ryu.
Ryu versus Incineroar. The winner of this fight will go up against Ridley. Right off the bat, Incineroar going in for that throw against the ropes. Incineroar going for that counter. Oh my gosh! Incineroar self-destructing on the recovery. Unfortunate for Incineroar. But he is one good hit away from taking out Ryu and gaining a stock back. Nothing on that Darkest Lariat. Ryu almost over 150%. Incineroar trying to take advantage, and there we go. That's definitely a kill for Incineroar. Ryu trying to take advantage of this difference in damage. Going for the uppercut. Incineroar now over 125, 143 damage now. Incineroar goes flying, and Ryu with the uppercut sending Incineroar to the stars. The heel of this tournament is gone, and Ryu will go on to fight Ridley in the next round. All right. That, I think, is going to be it for Losers Bracket for now. We will pick this back up next time. When we do the third round of Losers Bracket, and in all honesty, we will probably finish up this bracket. There is not much left to do after that. But that being said, thank you for tuning in. It has been a pleasure, and I will see you next time. Until then, have a great one. So long!